walker does jiggle and folds. It makes us want to wiggle and go. And at a lightweight 7 pounds, the CVS Health Travel Walker is super mobile and ready to go when you are. Your physical therapy plan may not recommend this, but it surely could include this and this. Drive those knees up. Steady as she goes for all your activities. It's smooth sailing on carpet and rugs, so skinny you can scooch through narrow corridors in a single bound. Welcome to Eclectic Ideas. We're glad you're here. Let's unbox and assemble the CVS Health Travel Walker. It weighs in at 7 pounds, and the height goes from 32.5 to 39.5 inches. That's around 85 to 100 centimeters. The whole kit and caboodle comes wrapped in a plastic bag. 5-inch wheels. The wheels on the walker go round and round. I digress. An instruction manual. So here are the first things we're going to put together. Part A, our handlebars. Part B, the wheels. And Part C are the optional glide tips that are attached right here to the pole with tape. I'll remove those once you catch them. Here's what they look like. I'll put them right over here like they're shown in the user manual. Let's unfold and lock the handlebars into place and see how they fold easily without tools. That's a feature. And when you want to fold it up, you just push down on these levers and fold it in. This way you can store it away neatly when you're not using it. There's the other one. In step 2, we're pulling your leg. Not really. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to unsnap the bottom part of the leg from this clamp. When the bottom leg gets to a certain position, it just kind of hops into place. And then you're going to twist. And on this side right here, there is a little, notch pin. And you have to line the notch and the pin up until they snap into place. Like so. And then we have to do it to the other side or your walker's going to have a limp. We don't want that. Snap that in there firmly. Here we go. Now that you've got the drill, keep going all around the mulberry bush until you get every leg in. And now we're on our last leg, literally. And we're taking it up a notch right here. Now that we've got the legs in, we can actually adjust the height right here at these lower legs by simply changing which notch they're in. And we have yet to put on the wheels. We just have the glides on still. And with the glides on, it's pretty sturdy. And if you want to fold it up to put it in your car or stow it away, from a standing position, you can see that I just push these levers in. It folds up very easily with no tools, just like this. So if you're in cramped quarters, you could literally just fold it up to lean it and then just get it back out to use it again. And at 7 pounds, it's pretty light. And you can see it here from the side. Just be sure that when you do open it, those arms lock in place. That's important. You'll hear it click when it does it. When I turn it, this cross brace across the front is angled outward, and it gives you just a little bit more space inside, so that's a very nice feature. Now, darling, you may have heard that a Southern lady doesn't like to tell her weight, but I will confess that I'm not short, and this is a little bit narrow. If you're a 14 or 16, 16, or 18, you can still use it, I think, but I'm just saying, the hips don't lie. And if you're a big lady or a tall man, you should measure first. So let's measure first, so you've got a clue. It's a bit shy of 17 inches. My dad's 5'11 and 210, I think, and he fit fine. At the lowest rung on the bottom legs, the height is 32 inches. Now let's go ahead and depress the legs. You just push this button, and you put it in any notch you like. We're going to go ahead and put it all the way to the tallest setting. We're going to do that for each one of the 4 legs, because we need to be on even footing here, right? So when we get that done for each leg, we're going to go ahead and measure it, and we can see that when it's fully extended, it's going to be about 38.5 inches tall. And just in case you can't see it, because presbyopia is a thing, right? We're telling you it's 38.5 inches tall. Now at the full height extension, it does feel kind of wobbly to me, but if you were tall enough to need it fully extended, probably the fact that you would be pushing down on the handlebars at the correct angle would stabilize it. And a lot of us won't need it at this full extension because we're far shorter than that. The halfway marker is about 34.5 inches tall. So this guy's a bit over 5'9". 5'9" works for the halfway setting. It's much more stable than the fully extended legs. Without the wheels and with the glides on, it can be used much more like a crutch. You can lean more on it. Do assess your abilities though and get to know it. Try to stay vertical. Don't get too far out. Don't lean too much. And take your time. We don't recommend doing this at home because it's not a home gym, but the cross brace did hold him up while he put his legs on top. And we would ask kids not to mess with their parents or grandparents' mobility devices, or you could slip and you may need one of them. So be very careful with this. And notice how he's doing his physical therapy exercises. The walker could really help you get stronger in rehab. So just follow the advice of your doctors and your physical therapist. Not necessarily our advice because we're just end users and assemblers. So it can be extra helpful for stabilizing you while you get that extra range of motion. It's probably best to do it when somebody else is in the house with you in case you fall, but we want you healthy. we're pulling off the foot caps and we're putting on the glides so that when we use our wheels and install those, it'll roll more smoothly. Pull it off really, really firmly and then put these glides on. And it takes a little, there you go. And pull the legs off and we'll put these wheels on. It just slides on like this, and we're going to depress that silver notch and just notch it down. We're going to go twist it a little bit. You can notch it all the way down like so, or bring it back to the middle and snap it in place. Ta-da! And baby, you're ready to roll. We've got the back glides on and the front wheels on, and there's no stopping us now. Just go slowly so that you don't slip. And here's an example of it going down a narrow corridor with the greatest of ease. No issues there. Increase your mobility and stability with the CVS Health Walker. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.